We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Giants. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
What down?
Carr right away going to look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's second down. You talk about this Giant defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season, but boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
To throw is Carr. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Carr to throw again. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. A handoff, Barkley running left. And some room to maneuver. Yeah, he would go out right near the 35-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Giants at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still,
You got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. There's a nice move, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
To throw on second down, Knox. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
On 3rd and 2, Knox. That is caught, and he will have a Giants first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. You look at the Saints defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Hyatt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. And they'll accept that penalty. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jackson now to return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Again at 29 yards. First down, Saints.
Again, it's Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Kamara up the middle. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
You know, you play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit. I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Knox. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Throwing on 3rd and long. Knox eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Knox. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here first and 10.
At their 35-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
And he's got it to about the 40.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing now is Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. It is caught by Shaheed. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. Powerful running. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Here's Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Well, this drive, they're perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Again, they'll throw with Carr.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Knox.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Knox. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. put it in your back pocket, and break it out when you need it later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Jones. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Isaiah Foskey brings him down.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
And Waller taking it in over the middle. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded inside the 5. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Kamara gets it again on second down. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. The Shaheed going to go in motion. And they'll fake the jet sweep there instead. Hand to Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And they can't bring him down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 3rd and 3. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that, a good kick. We haven't talked about it much, but the wind is prevalent, and he drove that right into the wind.
Yeah, and don't forget the wind can swirl down there, too. So being able to read it, how it's coming, left to right, right to left, and to be able to execute that kick, that's pretty darn strong right there.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. The quick throw complete into the flat out left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Up the middle with Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knox gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Giants have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Gano for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Well, Kamara with a carry on first down, but this defense on him in a hurry, and he'll wind up losing a couple.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make the play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in.
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't book it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Carr now to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's Carr. Alvin Kamara. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Carr. Completes it to Perry. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Carr to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Throwing is Carr. A quick hitter complete. It's Perry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Giants' 7-yard line.
Now Carr. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Carr. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. The 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles.